How about some gold, cash, and a little philosophy? Let's celebrate another day. I think I may have found a way we can have a little fun and still learn something. Or at least have some takeaway. At the very least, maybe feel inspired. So how am I going to pull this off? One of my favorite things to do is write down gem quotes from books. So I figure, how about one a day? If you'd like to leave some great quotes in the comments section, I mean, come on, have at it. Now, when I say quotes, I'm talking about quotes that'll make us better stackers, thousandaires, and perhaps beyond. So don't forget to hit that like button to help me out, and let's dive in. Think you are weak, think you lack what it takes, think you will lose, think you are second class. Think this way and you are doomed to mediocrity. David J. Schwartz. The Schwartz is strong with this one. The Magic of Thinking Big. It's a great book, and I'm not just saying that because it's free on YouTube and you can just listen to it there for nothing. Just type it in. I will warn you, it's 8 hours, but you can do it in pieces. Come on. All right, so this particular quote's a real softball, but I'll make my best effort to dig. Now, pretty much all of my small audience is over the age of 40, and so am I. So let's attack this quote from our perspective. Think you're weak. Well, it gets easier and easier to do that the older you get, sure. One of the things that I always remember is that human beings are generally weak animals. If we face off with any animal that is nearly the size of us, and in many cases much smaller, we're screwed. It is not our physical strength that puts humans at the top of the food chain. So it may sound corny, but, you know, the pen is mightier than the sword unless you're immediately under threat. Okay, it also says, think you lack what it takes. All right, so most of my audience is in the United States and Canada. Canada. I'm sorry, a lot of great people are from Canada. I know it. It's just when I see your politicians, I can't be a hypocrite. I'm from the United States. Jeez. So no need to spar about that one. Let's just say we both lose. But both the United States and Canada right now are still great places for opportunity. So let's just say you do lack what it takes. Well, at least you're in a great place to be lame. Think if you were lame in Kenya or Nigeria. In fact, I see a lot of prominent lame people quite often. And you're allowed to make yourself better. It's not too late. Colonel Sanders was collecting Social Security checks before he decided to try out selling a chicken recipe. And then he got very rich at a very old age. And he had to drive around. I mean, we have computers now. You have a lot of opportunity just from your living room. I don't know what they are, but, you know, it's up to you to figure that out. If you can't run the marathon, jog. If you can't jog, walk. If you can't walk, use a wheelchair, crawl. But you got to get out there and do something. And when you are out there and you look back, I guarantee you'll see some assholes behind you way worse off. And if you don't, it just means they didn't show up. But at least you're in an American marathon and not one in Sudan. Think you will lose. I got news for you. You will. We are all but mortal and destined to die. Likely, painful, embarrassing deaths. Are we feeling inspired yet? Look, nobody wins all the time. I think what it means is if you are contending in something, you can't go into it thinking you're going to lose. Even if you do ultimately lose, you'll likely lose more with that type of thinking. I think we could all agree on that. All right, think you are second class. All right, I don't think you need to act like a dick, but it's not good to put people on pedestals. If you just actually treat yourself like you treat others, many people treat themselves worse. Why should you do that? There's people out there that will make sure their dog takes its medicine, but they don't themselves. I would say one of the best ways of making this a habit is to not say negative things to yourself. For example, if you make a mistake, don't call yourself stupid. And if someone else is talking to you like that, get rid of them today. And if you can't, make a plan today. And by get rid of them, I mean within the confines of the law, please. But so often people think they're depressed, but they're actually surrounded by assholes. If that sounds like your life, you will not believe how nice it is on the other side. Surround yourself with better people and don't act like an asshole to those people, or else they won't want to be around you and you will be a second-class citizen. To them, at least. Think this way, and you will be doomed to mediocrity. So if you want to be a peasant, this sounds like the perfect constitution. Maybe write it down and keep it in your pocket. Now, I know in the beginning I kind of reinforced weakness and lack of what it takes, but what I was trying to prove is that the people you're competing against also do as well. And you don't really have to be better than them. Just be better than the you of yesterday. At least, that's my take on it. I hope this helps the right person in the wrong place. Not a bad topic for the 4th of July. I hope you have a great one. And if you're still here, hit that subscribe button for more.